Hello, welcome to Miniatures Rundown. Today we're going to talk about the newest Games Workshop terrain set, Battlezone Fronteris, Nachmund.
Yeah.
So,
Feel the weight of its majesty.
yeah, so there's one big box, which
Yes.
is just Battlezone Fronteris, but this is something I actually like.
Yeah.
Everything that's in this big box is available separately.
Yeah.
So if you only want certain parts of it, you can just buy those parts. So, like example, I am less hot, and we'll get there. I am less hot on the bunker, the Hab
Yeah.
bunker.
Yeah.
Because it's just
It's just a bunker.
well, and if you've been paying attention to Games Workshop terrain for a while, you might recognize some of these shapes, for lack of a better term. The Fronteris set, which is like a ruined one,
Yeah.
has been available for quite a long time. And this is basically just that, with some extra walls and a nice little cage for pit fighting your Space Marines together.
You know, as you do.
Yes. Take your bets. So that one I'm not super hot on, so I might skip that and just get the landing pad and the satellite dish.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, the Vox antenna and Auspex shrine. Because I think these are really cool.
Yeah.
But
No, they
what
are
we're
super
actually
rad.
going to open and look at is the
Is the
full
whole
box,
thing.
because it's got everything in there.
Yeah. And some goodies, it looks like. Come
So
on, baby.
this is one of GW's nice boxes.
Yeah.
Like, this is a nicer box than some of the other Kill Team releases. All right. So,
Smell that off-gassing.
all of this is new, right?
Yes. To the best of my knowledge, this is all new. Holy moly.
I was not expecting that. I
love
thought
it.
that was going to be like 14 different pieces.
Nope. One big piece.
Never
One big
mind
piece.
LOL.
Here's
Ooh.
your... Yeah.
It's-
It's a little dinged up, actually.
Yeah, we got some dinging. I don't think the camera's going to pick that up, but I'm going to
No.
try. Whoop. See that? See that crap? Yeah. Some dinging. Oh, well, it's just a pre-weathering.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we've got the here's the satellite dish, which is like the base is one big base.
There's a lot of large single pieces in this. Look at that.
It's just actually. I know we're kind of like, whoa, it's reacting to this. Like, no, this is actually
I
kind
mean,
of
I'm
interesting.
a sucker for terrain, so rest assured, all of my reactions are completely legitimate
Yeah.
because I love this crap.
I'm mostly just like kind of.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
that's
runner.
a pre-cut piece of sprue. Looks like it came out
Yeah.
pre-clipped. Sorry.
And you saw us on shrink wrap this thing, so you know we didn't futz with this ahead of time.
No. I futzed with it, re-shrink wrapped it, sent it back to Nottingham, and then they had to send it
They
back.
had it sent back.
Made sure I got the same one. Bribed a guy.
Yeah. He knows a guy.
Like, look at that wall piece.
Yeah, no, that's huge.
That's all one wall piece.
Yeah, I've
Wow.
yeah, this is whack.
Okay.
Well, and I say this is whack, but they're like not in a bad way.
Not in a bad way.
It's whack in that way that I was totally not expecting.
So,
Big old chonkerinos.
it'll be on the back. I want to see where this was made because most terrain is made overseas.
Yeah.
Um,
Now, this was apparently designed in 2021 and only released now.
well, that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
With their production schedule still being screwed.
Yeah.
So
Turbo
y-
screwed even.
So yeah, these are still the Fronteris
Yeah.
Hab blocks. They're
Hab
the
block,
same
yeah.
rough walls, same windows, same shapes, but these are not ruined.
No.
Although there is a Kill Zone box that has the non-ruined version as well.
Right.
So I don't believe that's new.
All right.
But the Hab block or the landing pad and the satellite, they sure are.
Yeah, this is wild.
Um,
There's more walls.
Yep.
Walls.
Looks lots of spikes to cut yourself on.
Hey, goody. My favorite.
My favorite part of putting these together.
Everybody loves these.
Yeah, I like how even the art in these has nothing to do with what's within the box because you can't just have art of terrain.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
can,
you
it'd be
could.
silly.
They won't.
And hey, who doesn't love a nice?
So that is, I guess I should take back my words. That is the one thing that does come in this that
Yeah.
does not come
With the rest of them, yeah.
and is not available separately yet.
Not yet, no, because this is a really big one, not the smaller size.
No, that is a
it's a board.
it's a 22 by 30,
Okay, so it's a combat patrol size.
but you get
board.
two of them.
So you do.
Track it open if you'd like, but yeah, you get two
I know,
of these.
I get it.
Also, you can see on the.
Yeah.
So this is.
This
Wow.
is, yeah,
okay.
this is a full 40K board is what this is. Do we have a price point on this?
Yes, I'm about to double check.
Mm-hmm.
Doodaloo, 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 doo. Doodaloo, 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 doo. Games Workshop, Home Games Workshop Web Store. Games Workshop Web Store. Why aren't you loading faster? I'm even on the Wi-Fi. Okay, I've gotten to the store. There it is. All right, so the full box is $220.
Okay.
The cost of
sense.
everything put together,
Yeah.
the 3 smaller kits,
Mm-hmm.
is $220.
But for $220, you also get
Because here,
nice board.
I was about to snark that there's no savings with the box because
Liar.
it's just the same terrain,
no.
not parceled out. So basically, for the same cost, you get 2 gaming boards.
What you get out of this is one full 40K board.
Is that a full 40K?
Yeah, so the 2 of these together is a 2,000 point size.
Oh yeah, it's a 60 by 44.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have they done that before with their terrain boxes? I don't believe they have.
Not to my recollection, but then I am also thick. So
Well, and we tend to use mats more than we use boards.
right, because boards are great if you don't go very many places, or
Also, I was wrong. The board is available separately.
how much is
Battlezone Fronteris Battlefield is an online only
okay, for $60.
for $60, which is how much I was going to say. This is how much they value their boards.
Yeah.
The Broken Realmscape Gur board from Age of Sigmar was also $60 for 2 boards.
Yeah.
Now, those boards are not worth $60.
Let's-
For
let's-
$60, you can almost get a full size mat, which is way nicer.
Yeah.
And doesn't have to be folded up.
and more durable.
Right.
In this, well,
But-
we say durable.
So-
So that's you're getting $280 worth of stuff,
Right.
Of GW branded stuff in a $220 box.
Yeah, so if you want the boards, if you want everything, we say this all the time, but if you want everything in here, it's absolutely worth it.
Yeah.
If you don't want the boards, I mean, you could still get this and just have the boards.
Yeah, it's just if you don't want the boards, then you still got $220 worth of terrain and some boards.
Yeah.
which will make setup and teardown easy.
But if there's one of these you don't want, like maybe if you really don't want the STC
hab
hab bunker and the stockades,
Yeah.
that's $70.
Yeah.
You throw that out and suddenly you're saving yourself $70. And if you don't want the board anyway, like I don't,
Yeah. Then you don't. Yeah. Then you're.
because I have so many
Gravy.
of those boards from Kill Team.
Can I have some?
Literally, maybe. Let me calculate how many I have and like sell them to you at a super cheap discount.
That'd be sweet.
Because-
I owned a couple of them, and then I got the bag that they were in stolen.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sucks.
It was a bad time.
So I want to talk playability.
Yeah, hand me those while I
So-
talk playability while I futz.
Talk playability to me. This fell out. I'm gonna have to buy this one now because apparently we broke it.
Not my fault. Not my fault.
No, it came pre-broke.
Yeah.
We have video evidence.
Yeah.
So playability refers to how good this terrain is actually while on the tabletop.
Yes.
Because there are beautiful terrain pieces that Games Workshop makes that are not actually that darn useful to play on and around.
It's true.
Probably
Right,
the best
with
example
instructions.
is the old Orrery Tower from Age of Sigmar,
Oh yeah.
which is a great looking terrain piece.
That's that.
Kevin has it.
Yeah,
it's the
it's the
big
telescope.
Telescope looks great, but you can't actually put dudes on it.
No.
This stuff, however,
Yeah.
so the landing pad is probably my favorite because you can very much put people on it.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a line of sight blocking piece, but you can also climb up it and you could land an aircraft on that thing, which I mean is
Legitimately could. Yeah.
which is fitting because it's a landing pad.
Yeah.
I could drive my tank up there if I had a ramp, maybe.
Yeah, it's just kind of off-roaded a little bit, but
Ditto for the bunker. I was kind of making fun of it, but that bunker itself is a big square that you can absolutely put people on, and
Oh,
there's even a provided little ridge to hide behind cover. The gates themselves make a nice cover. You can shoot through them because they're the right height for that. And then maybe the least so is the Vox antenna.
yeah, that's fluff. But
You can still put some people on the tower.
yeah,
And in a skirmish game, like Kill Team or Necromunda,
that's very handy. Yes.
much more playable because one guy, Yar Umbra up there with a sniper rifle is terrifying.
Yeah. But yeah, So let's talk board setup because I'm the local organizer for all the 40K
You have
stuff.
to think about
so
that a lot.
I have to think about terrain a lot, and it makes my brain itch because I'm a big dummy. But these big square pieces are good for. So if you guys haven't seen the GW suggested setups,
Terrain setups.
terrain
suggestions.
setups, yeah, they are 4 big pieces in the middle, and then two on the outsides, and then 4 on the corners. And you can definitely do that out of this. You put the Vox antennas on the outside. You put the walls and stuff in the 4 corners there. I mean, you'd have to get a little bit creative with this.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there are a lot of people out there who are just like, oh, well, DW doesn't put enough terrain on the board.
It was a very common complaint at Adepticon,
yeah.
was that there was not enough terrain on the boards.
And it's just like, shut up, deal with it.
I mean, I tend to err on the side of how much terrain can I stuff in here,
That's true.
because it's always more fun.
Right.
But this
you can. I mean, it's not going to be the world's most interesting board to be
No.
perfectly clear, but you will be able to get everything. You will be able to fulfill those requirements on the size of board given to you.
Yeah. My
Period.
one complaint, kind of, about this is that it is a bit flat. By design,
Yes,
it's not super...
there's not a lot of verticality.
Yeah,
here.
thank you. Not a lot of verticality. But that matters less than 40K.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, I've seen a lot of people play 40K. Verticality is very often not taken advantage of, except to hide flying units from people from melee.
Yeah, or just in general, just oh yeah, I'm up on this building. What's that going to do? Nothing.
Verticality in 40K is very often used to make sure that the Titan can't shoot you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's high enough cover that your Lehman Russ can cower behind a building before it gets obliterated. 2+ save be damned.
Yeah.
Verticality is much more of a thing in Kill Team and Necromunda
Yeah.
or other skirmish games, non-Games Workshop ones, which is where I come from. So I'm a little bit more on that milieu.
Yeah.
So
So
it's still a good set.
yeah, no, this is a great set. It's GW terrain at GW terrain prices.
Yeah,
So if that's a kicker for you,
which it is going to be for a lot of people because it's in the age we live in of just being able to craft stuff, but also 3D printing especially.
mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a shelf behind you which is chock full of MDF and 3D printed terrain.
Yep.
For $220, I know for a fact that there's a set out there that is a bunch of MDF buildings for that much, which is a lot more terrain.
Yeah.
This is still Games Workshop priced, and that I think is its biggest failing. But you know they
GW gonna GW.
it's an incredibly detailed set of kits. I will probably pick up the landing pad eventually.
Yeah.
Because that is the one that is most interesting to me.
Mhm.
What about you? Are you planning?
I don't have room in my living space to have terrain.
That's fair. That's fair.
I if this one gets picked up by the shop, I will happily use it.
That's fair.
um
If it gets picked up by the shop, I'll happily paint it.
yeah. That's pretty much the whole shebang for it. Like I'll never say no to it, but like I have enough trouble keeping all my actual playing minis in a reasonable space. and some would argue it's not reasonable at all.
I hear that.
So
I will also say that these will be a joy to paint.
yeah, no, they look like they'd be both like you wouldn't have to put a lot of work into it to
But
make it
you
look good,
could.
but you very much could.
Am I going to put hazard stripes on it?
Probably
not. But I might, because it's just some masking tape.
Yeah. I mean,
Now
sure,
I'm
why
thinking
not?
about it. But anyway.
And now the gears are grinding.
Oh, they
Now
were
we're
already
for-
grinding.
Okay.
If it wasn't for the upcoming AOS box, I would be all over this.
Okay.
But there's another terrain box that we'll talk to you about next week for the other game system, which also comes with a certain Bone Daddy Dragon model,
Yeah.
which just got its rules announced.
Yeah.
Talk to you about that later.
Yeah.
And speaking of talk to you later, we'll talk to you later next time on Miniatures Rundown.
Take care.